like to highlight that today polling was held across 3,419 polling stations. Originally, we have 3,482, but as you know, in Soyang, the polls have been adjourned due to the death of the contesting candidate. So 63 polling stations under Soyang would be going to the polls at a later date, as announced by the Election Commission. Polls, of course, have been officially adjourned by the ECI. As you have seen in the past 2-3 days, our polling teams have traveled and they have traversed through mountainous terrain and crossed rivers, and also have gone through steep mountain paths. And we had 183 polling stations which were under the shadow zone. However, we are grateful to the police that they were able to set up 264 police radio stations, and 19 repeater stations were set up to ensure that through the police network we are able to communicate with all our teams. Also, there were these interesting polling stations like the Kamsing and the Kalatek, which are two riverine polling stations, and also there were many makeshift bamboo bridges which our polling teams had to cross, especially in the Garo Hills region. And apart from that, we had some interesting in fact polling stations where polling parties use ropeways to transport their polling material, and many polling parties had to cross through mud-swollen rivers, especially the Rumpa River in South Garo Hills, and also some polling parties had to trek for hours. They had to go on a foot march. There was one polling station in South Garo Hills where the polling party had to trek for about 8 hours, and another polling team in Maukarwat for about 4 hours. And apart from that, we also had to use porters to, porters were used by the polling parties to trek through very steep stone paths. Then there was one particular polling party in Nongna in West Khasi Hills, whereby in southwest Khasi Hills, whereby there was a team of both forest guards as well as police personnel who had to be deployed together because it was a common track for the elephants. Then